So I know it's only been practices so far. Probably want to get into some games with new line mates, but what's sort of your early impressions of the way the puck's moving and how it's been?
Like with the two guys that I'm with. Yeah, it's been good. It's sometimes it's hard to, really make a lot out of practice. So I think we're going to have to get into some games and get playing and get into some game-like situations. But obviously, two really skilled players. I think the makeup of it makes a lot of sense, and could be a good line. But obviously, sometimes, you just got to work it out in games. So I'm looking forward to getting some games with them.
Having played against Arvidsson out here, what sort of skill sets does he have that you think maybe will benefit you and work well?
Well, I think he obviously, his first instinct is to go and get the puck, right? And once he has it, he's really skilled and really smart at finding open lanes. And I think one of his more underrated aspects is probably his hockey sense with the puck. And I can see it already, and just really excited to have him. Really excited to create some chemistry with him.
So no one makes too much of training camp. We know what it's all about. As a team that has pledged not to get off to a bad start again, is it time to turn training camp from, or do we hit a point at some point where we stop working on rookies and giving guys looks and start working on the veterans and putting lines together, things like that?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's always like that. I mean, early in camp, you want to give younger kids and a lot of different looks, but I think there comes a time where your vets want to get into it too and find their game, and we're a week out here, right? So definitely looking forward to getting into some games.
Is it any different this year? Because again, you had the bad start last year and everyone said we're not doing that again. Does that put a different light on this year's camp?
Not necessarily, I don't think. You always try and get off to a good start. That's every team tries to do the same thing. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Obviously last year it didn't, but like I said, definitely looking forward to getting into some games and more importantly, getting the rhythm going a little bit.
Last one for me. How many games do you like? Like, what's your preference for?
3 to 4 is probably a good amount. At the end of the day, obviously it's up to the coaching staff a little bit too, but 3 to 4 would be a good number.
Going into the season, obviously everybody knows what the goal is, but just talking to guys, they're not looking that far. They're going to take everything as it comes, kind of approach. Is that kind of the way you need to approach this season process?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a new year. We're a new team, and we're going to have to find our identity and find our game as a team and what type of hockey team we are. And obviously there's lots of positives we can take from last year, but every year is different. Every team is different. Every individual is different. So, looking forward to getting out there with, our group and our team and create a little bit of rhythm and chemistry.
I guess that's the thing, like everyone talks about, sometimes you get in the habit of trying to win last year's stuff with this year's team. Like this is you have to forget about last year. And just...
Yeah, in a way, you take parts of what you really liked about your team and try to implement them, but there's new personnel, there's new characters, there's new players, and it's going to take some time to figure out what kind of team we are. But I think in the grand scheme of things, I think we're going to be a similar team that just has different characters, different players, and sometimes takes some time to get used to everything.
Evan took the defensive side of his game maybe to a bit of a different level here in this last playoffs and such. Did you notice it in games, and is that something you'd also notice maybe practicing against the guy every day that he's improved in that area?
Yeah, he certainly has. I think he takes big pride in it. He knows that he needs to defend, and I think obviously he doesn't defend as much as someone else maybe because he has the puck a lot, right? And when he's on the ice, the puck's usually in our hands. So that's usually a really good way of defending too.
Yeah, and going back to your line, I talked to some of the guys that played with you last year were a little bit younger and didn't have that experience, and they felt like maybe they're a little bit deferential to you. Do you find early on that these guys are a bit more, Arvidsson and Skinner, they're a bit more experienced, and you guys can maybe play off each other a little more, and maybe they don't have to be as deferential?
I don't know if they're differential. I had great success with a lot of the line mates I played with last year, and I'm looking to do that again this season. Different player types, a little bit more experience, of course. But yeah, really excited to have them with me, and yeah, like I said many times, just create some chemistry.
Three of the guys that left up front, sorry, Manny, three of the guys that left up front, Fogo, McLeod, Holloway, were three of your fastest forwards last year. Obviously, you guys got to figure that part out. How does it change your team? How do you not be a slow team and get around that?
Well, I think one way of doing that is puck movement. The puck moves faster than anyone out there. I think we got a good passing team, and a lot of really smart hockey players that at times are smart enough to let the puck do the work. And yeah, I'm not worried about it.
What do you miss about not having CC?
His character.
Okay.
No, but
Quiet
it's just-
guy.
quiet guy, fantastic human being. On the ice, he's just so steady, right? You know exactly what you're getting every single night, and he took great pride in playing for us. He did the little things right. He took pride in killing and defending and doing all the things that aren't the most sexy or aren't the most fun, but he was really, really good at it. So yeah, we're of course going to miss him, but obviously creates opportunity for other guys.
Leon, has the mental and physical refresh been much different with the extra month you played last year? Have you found it any different of a challenge?
No, I mean, there always comes a time where you get the itch again in the summer, and you want to start playing again and get into games, and that was no different this year. Obviously, a little bit shorter summer, but yeah, it was nice to get a little break, get away from hockey a little bit. But I think we're all really excited to get going again.